What's going on, y'all? This is Odell Bazell. I wanted to share this video specifically. I'm going to share my screen in a second about two things that I wish I would have known before I went on the journey of getting paid to speak. And if you're watching this video, you're somebody that is interested in getting paid to speak. Maybe you are already getting paid to speak and you're navigating those waters. You're trying to figure out, how can I set myself apart? Because when I first started getting paid to speak, even way back in the early 2000s, 2007, 2008, I didn't realize how many people were already trying to do this stuff. And so when I got into it, I tried to do what mostly everybody else was doing. And the number one thing that most people try to do when they want to get paid to speak is get good at speaking. And that's actually not the first thing you should do. Again, in hindsight, these are two things that I wish I would have known before I got paid to speak. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. If you're listening to this, if this is something you're listening to, whether it be on our podcast, whether it be live, you're just going to have to follow along and be creatively minded. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So, two things I wish I would have known before I got paid to speak. Let's jump into number one. And I have taught this for years. There's no such thing as the speaking business. There's no such thing as the speaking business. Can you say that with me? There's no such thing as the speaking business. And what I mean by that is that there is only the event business. There is only the event business. People plan events and sometimes they utilize speakers. I wish I would have understood that. I did not get that because I thought, and I came into it performatively, thinking that if I get good on stage, they will find me. That wasn't true then, back in 2008. Is darn sure not true now. There's a lot of people that are good, but nobody knows who they are, and nobody ever will because they're still focusing on getting good. I wish I would have known that. The second thing, as it relates to there's no such thing as a speaking business, you are in a business to obtain clients and customers. So I guess the B point to that is I wish I would have understood that it's about getting clients, not about getting stages. This thing, oh, I'm gonna get booked on this stage. People think I'm going to get booked on this stage versus I need to figure out who can book me on this stage. Focusing on the who is something that I missed. And here's kind of the punchline with this. And again, most people they don't get it. I didn't understand it until a few years ago. Don't focus on the speaking aspect. Focus on the people that plan the events that use speakers. Even if you're somebody that gets nervous and you're not comfortable speaking, I get it. I'm going to show you how to get better at speaking while doing this in the beginning. But I wish I would have known there's no such thing as a speaking business. There's only the event business, and I need to be focused on getting clients, not getting stages. So what's the second thing? This is kind of the big thing. And if you're looking at this and you're seeing this and you're like, man, Odell, I really want that document. All you have to do is comment below and I'll send you the document. No problem. But the second thing, and I need you to hear me. If you're able to look at this on video, I need you to look me in the whites of my eyes. Above all, build a personal brand. You got me? We here? Above all, build a personal brand. Build a personal brand. I didn't understand that phrase when I was 22, right out of college. Personal brand. I don't know what that means. Above all, build a personal brand. And I'm going to read this. In order to get paid to speak, consult, coach, teach, whatever, you're selling you. You're selling yourself. How you're positioned is more powerful than how you perform. Your client needs to see you in the same positions they see their favorite celebrity and industry expert. That's heavy. That's why I paused right there. It's heavy, but you got to get that. Here's the punchline: create the type of content that positions your personal brand as the choice for your clients. And I'm not just talking about speaking on stage, because speaking on stage, that is what's going to happen. You don't get on stage in this day and time just because you're good on stage. Did you hear that? I hope you didn't miss that. You don't get on stage in these days and times just because you're good on stage. You get on stage because you built a personal brand. You get on stage because you built relationships with people that plan events. You get on stage because the people that break open their budgets to look at you as somebody that's going to be getting paid more than they get paid in a whole month for 1 hour or 30 minutes, they need to see you elevated, because if they don't, they won't hire you. And I'll leave this video off. This is part 1. If you want the whole document, all you have to do is comment below and I'll send you the document, and the next training as well that I'm going to do on this. But if they think they are like you, they won't want to pay you. If the person that is planning the event looks at your information online and they think, I could do that, I could do that, or I could get a buddy to do that, they won't hire you. So you have to build your personal brand. I hope this was helpful. Like I said, if you're interested in that document, I'll drop it below and you can go through it and look through it. And I'll also be sharing another video, part 2 of this video as well. So we'll see you next time. Take care.